Here is how MicroStrategy could qualify for an inclusion in the SandP 500 index in 2025. As a levered bet on Bitcoin, which itself is one of the most volatile assets to ever exist, MicroStrategy, MSTR, shares are in the limelight these days, with investors and analysts alike honing in on the company's ever-increasing BTC holdings, which then serve to precipitate the circular tail wags the dog effect on the price of the world's preeminent cryptocurrency. In what has, by now, become a fairly predictable pattern, MicroStrategy announced on Monday that it again increased its Bitcoin holdings last week, spending $1.5 billion to acquire 15,350 BTC, which increases the size of its total holdings to 439,000 BTC. MicroStrategy's ever-increasing Bitcoin stash in an overall bullish crypto market could unlock a significant milestone for the company in 2025, courtesy of a recent accounting change spearheaded by the FASB. To wit, the FASB's Accounting Standards Update, ASU 2308, which went into effect on the 15th of December 2024, posits that entities holding crypto assets must use the fair value, market-based, approach to revalue those assets for each reporting period, with the resulting gains and losses incorporated within the net income for the pertinent period. This means that, in an environment where Bitcoin's price continues to increase in a consistent fashion, MicroStrategy is likely to record significant quarterly gains. As of the time of writing, Bitcoin has notched another all-time high of $107,000. Precipitated by expectations that President-elect Trump will approve a strategic Bitcoin reserve on his very first day in office. Beyond these extrinsic factors, BlackRock recently recommended an optimal multi-asset portfolio allocation of between 1 and 2% to Bitcoin. For context, global reserve assets are currently valued at $900 trillion. A theoretical 2% allocation to Bitcoin can easily boost the cryptocurrency's price to $900,000. This brings us to the crux of the matter. For MicroStrategy shares to qualify for an inclusion in the SandP 500 index, the company has to show positive earnings on a cumulative basis for a period that covers the previous 4 quarters. MSTR has yet to satisfy this significant requirement. However, with ASU 2308 in effect now, and paired with an environment where Bitcoin's price continues to increase, MicroStrategy can show a net income of $25 billion for Q1 2025, which should qualify it for the inclusion in the SandP 500 index, assuming an average Bitcoin price of $120,000 for the period and no additional significant BTC purchases. Bear in mind that the high-flying stock has now been added to the Nasdaq 100 index, unlocking significant passive inflows.